emceeing for him, but I was there laying it down at 5 a.m. That's how we do. Prophecy Crew, big up 89.5. All junglists, salute!
You're locked into the Prophecy with Mr. Brown, best drum bass cut in town. 89.5 FM, keep it locked. From what I've heard, this is the deadliest genre in the galaxy. Representing Great Big Chaos, you're listening to Mr. Brown on the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Yo!
After 8, you're locked into the Prophecy. I'm Mr. Brown. Sounds of Cameron Crook in the background. Check it out. Started up with DC Breaks. Here we go.
I got to make the call.
the door. You're listening to Mr. Brown on Prophecy Radio. Easy.
Scream and shout.
Representing the Sun Death, and you're listening to Mr. Brown live.
Starlight.
Trendy sounds of Festa. Track in the background is called Starlight. Track in the background coming in. Just going back a little bit. Sounds of J Magic and Hatiris. This one's out on Effective, I think. The original Space Invaders. Sending this one out to Lush. It was about 10 years ago. I was coming into the studio back when Marcus had me answering phones, washing the dishes, that kind of stuff. I Lush threw this one down. 10-inch dub plate press. I lost my mind. It was the first time I ever heard anything like this. I put my credit card down on the turntable because, yeah, he was playing on the turntable. And I said, name your price. I need this tune. Anyhow, I got it now. He didn't give it up then, but shouts to Alma tuned in. Best VJ in the world. Locked in. Shouts to Anthony MC Breaks, Sean Clarkson, Drew Hobson, Ty, Ashley DQ, everybody else locked in. Time now is 10 after 8. Special guest tonight, I believe, Rene LeVice. We'll see. Haven't heard from him yet. Either way, we're going straight through till 10 o'clock. Lots of drum and bass for you, so stick around.
Come and sing something for us.
Brand new sounds of Serial Killers. This one's called Send 'Em. Amy Smasher, check it out.
Every soul belongs to that. Hey, what the fuck do I'm gonna run the mic at you. Them boy that can't play that on their line. Send them fuck, send them one. You might have to put one out with you. Hold them up, hard right. Send them fuck, send them one. You might have to put one out with you. Hold them up, hard right.
Yeah, this is Mark Titalex, and you listen to Mr. Brown on some radio station a long way from my house.
Sometimes it appears that we're reaching a period when our senses and our minds no longer respond to moderate stimulation.
Oh yeah. Sounds of Sigma in the background. Track called The Jungle. This is the Sub-Zero remix. Some dub plate pressure for ya. Sending this one out to my 7th floor massive. I'm not sure who that consists of, but family all the same. Too many to mention. So big up Sharmila. You got the nod on this one. Anyhow, wish I could be there. Gotta work tonight. But glad you're tuned in. Anyhow, Sub-Zero in the background. Coming in, sounds of Break. This is the licensed remix. Break absolutely disgusting on this remix. Big tune. I'm really glad you guys are tuned in. So message me back. Tell me who it is. I gotta guess you're at Charmaine's place with Natasha, possibly my mom.
How am I operating of a license?
Anyhow.
Man, if you get a license, you play them kind of
Big
dope
respect.
here, you know. But you want to get locked up. Sharp. I tell you, you're dangerous enough. We have the dance under full control.
Yo, this is Sam. This is Biz. This is Killer Bits. You're locked into 89.5 of The Prophecy.
You don't know. Dope place here, you know. Get locked up. So you have a license to play this. You're dangerous enough to discharge them kind of dub about people in a set years. Cool.
Right about now, sounds of the one them called Mr. Brown. Inside the ride, 89.5 Prophecy Radio. Big things are going, keep it locked in. Run them tunes, selector.
Live inside Prophecy Radio 89.5 on your dial. Yeah, MC Sax War. Yeah, we're ready to roll, you know. Let's go.
Sounds of Serum in the background. Some Terrorist VIP for you. Big remix. Sending it out to Jonathan, tuned in. Drew Hobson, tuned in. JPD, tuned in. All the crew, locked on. Sunday night, day 20. and you're locked into the prophecy, and I'm getting text messages, so hold on. Big tune. Thank you. Shouts to Hannah S. and her dad. Locked in.
It's the boy Frequency, sounds of the Mr. Brown, live on the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Here we go!
Serial Killers in the background. Track's called Good Enough. Sending this out to somebody who's not feeling very well tonight. Hope you get better soon. Take 22. You're locked into the prophecy. Why did I think the truth would become clear? I'll tell you how I feel. You say it's insincere. You try, baby, but we're going south. I try, baby, but you're full of doubt. Tell me what am I to do right now? Light it up and hope it don't burn out. 'Cause of the little light we have, we never make the most of it. You always think I'm talking shit. I swear I mean every word of it.
DC Breaks representing Viper and Frequency Recordings. You're tuned to Mr. Brown on Prophecy. Keep it locked.
Cause it's never ever good enough for you. I got this sensitive feeling that my words ain't appealing to you. Not good enough for you. Me love the music, so me do it this more because it's sweet and not true. Good enough for you. Me can't fight the feeling that my words ain't appealing to you. Good enough for you. Me love the music, so me do it this more because it's sweet and not true.
Yes. All right. So I just want to take a quick second here and send a big shout out to everybody who came out and supported Soul Emotion.
Thank you for supporting the music that we know is genuinely majestic.
That was on our 9-year anniversary.
The music of Kings that we presented tonight with
Friday.
honor and with no disrespect.
9 years in the game, not hard. I mean, excuse me, very hard. Not an easy thing to do. Big shouts to the crew who helped support, helped promote it, helped on the video, helped flyer, everybody. Took a lot of people to help that one come together, and it was an amazing event. So thank you everybody for coming out and for supporting. We brought to you once again Brooks Brothers and another debut for Soul Emotion, Blinks. And it was a big set, both of them, big jam. So yeah, thank you very much. Right now, what do we got next? Not sure. But anyways, I'll tell you near the end of the show. So stick around. I'll tell you what's going on. Brand new sounds of Caliber coming in. Track's called Ugly Duckling. Sending this one out to Scott Free, who's been pretty much my right arm lately, taking care of business. Thank you very much, man. And yeah, that's it. Caliber in the background. Check it out.
You know what this is right here. It's Natural MC. It's Mr. Brown running the sound, putting it down right now. And you best to just know what's going down. It's 89.5. The prophecy is right here. It's all you need. Don't touch the dial, cause I said so.
And the great David upon in face. Upon to shame and hide in face. So you hear me? This is the prophecy. 89.5 FM. Alongside the Mr. Brown. Ouch!
Caliber once again coming in. I want to send this one out to the Bass Mentality crew. Shouts to Diego. Shouts to Biz, Sam. Shouts to Ryan Burton and David King. Thanks for having me out this past Wednesday. Another big jam. Packed house inside Wrong Bar. If you guys don't know, every Wednesday night, it's going down big inside Wrong Bar. It's on Queen West. Get yourself onto the interwebs. Join the Bass Mentality group on Facebook. Get in the know. See what's going on. Always big acts going on down there. Very glad to be part of that. So yeah, shouts to them. Couple events that are coming up. I want to mention October 21st, Screamin' Benga. This is going on Government Main Room, I believe. Destiny and Embrace. October 22nd, that's the next night, GME and Stride Recordings. It's going on at Toda. This is Strange's release party. If you guys don't know, he just put out an EP on Stride Recordings, so go check it out. I think that's on Beatport. If not, check out, just Google Stride Recordings and you'll get the info you need. And of course, October 29th, Destiny and Embrace present Freak Out. Big lineup there. For more information, go to TorontoJungle.com. Get your info, get in the know. If you need tickets for that one, drop me a message. I will connect you to Ashley DQ, who will sort you out with the tickets that you need. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, this is Solar, I believe, number 1. Track's called Fire and Water. Check it out.
FM, The Prophecy. You heard? Keep it locked to this frequency. That's how we roll.
Yeah, this is Serum. You're listening to Mr. Brown on Prophecy 89.5.
Miss, why you
Right now is 8:32. If you just tuned in on Mr. Brown, you're listening to The Prophecy. We're going straight through until 10 o'clock. Special guest inside coming in at the 9 o'clock hour. Renee LeVice. Track in the background coming in. Slow Down VIP. Sounds a break. Big drop on this one. Check it out. Sending this one out to Mark. And that's from Anna S. And the Neo Citron crew.
Hey, yo! This is Harry Harry Shotter in the building. And right about now, you're locked onto my Cody, Mr. Brown. Live on The Prophecy, 89.5.
Got to slow down.
background. Brand new sounds of Trey and Leos. This is the new Viper. The track's called Mumbo Jumbo.
This is Johnny Osborne, the dancehall godfather from Jamaica. Lots of things to come and right out that from people. Big up the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Big up man like Mr. Brown. Prophecy playing in the ghetto tonight. We gonna rock you tonight. Prophecy, I rock you tonight. This is Johnny Osborne, the dancehall godfather. When I'm around and in town, I listen to no other station than Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Big up man like Mr. Brown, see Mr. Osborne, say so.
Canadian content coming in for you. Sounds of Target in the background. Track's called Warehouse. It's big. Check it out.
Listen up, listen loud. It's TC coming to you all the way from the UK. You're listening to Mr. Brown live on Prophecy 89.5 FM. Get to know.
Yes, brand new sounds of Sigma. This is a big one. It's called Night and Day. Check the video out. It's on YouTube. Ooh, I just got a message. Okay, 7th Floor Massive is actually quite massive. Got my cousins Charmaine and Natasha, my mom, Uncle Charles. All kinds of aunts and uncles. Boyfriends and kids and wow, everybody's locked in. Anyhow, that's good. So yeah, sounds of Sigma in the background, some dub plate business for you. This one's forthcoming on Breakbeat Chaos, so check it out. Big tune, big tune. I want to send this one out to Sarah Richardson, locked in. What's going on?
From Toronto town, watch your soul in motion. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy. This is the original Top Cat Pac on them case. Special request to all the girl with the cute face and the sexy shape. Watch out, Mr. Brown and try to jump the bass. Boom.
Just got a message. Rene LaVice is en route to the studio. So yes, he will in fact come on at the 9 o'clock hour. I got a few more bits for you. Roll it out. So stick around. Sounds in the background coming in. Sounds of Mold, Solar. Marcus Intellect, ST Files. A big favorite of mine, 3 a.m. Just felt like playing some happy vibes. Definitely needed this week. So yeah, it's 8:43. I'm Mr. Brown. You're tuned into The Prophecy. Stick around.
Yo, this is Blame. You're listening to Mr. Brown on the Prophecy 89.5 FM. Keep it low. Representing Great Beat Chaos, you're listening to Mr. Brown on the Prophecy 89.5 FM for shout.
Sounds of Netsky in the background. Track's called Hold On To Love. It's 8:47. Just staying in touch with Rene LeVice. Just outside, trying to find the building. Should be parked and up real soon. He'll be taking you straight through for the last hour or so. So you don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to miss that. 8:47. Sounds of DC Breaks coming in. This one was out on Frequency a couple years ago. It's called Picket Line. The VIP is out on RAM. You can find that. Go to Beatport or wherever you download your business and get both of them because they're both big. I want to send this one out to Miss Bliss, Laura McKay, Neil Gardner, and Crash.
This is Chris Sue, representing Subtitles and Tactile Vinyl, and you're listening to The Prophecy with the one and only Mr. Brown.
Sounds of Comics coming in. Definitely a staple in every collection. Satellite Type 2. This one's out on Metalheads. You don't got this. But what's wrong with you? Touching down inside the studio. Brand new sounds of Lensman. Some more dubplate business for you. Track's called Diamonds. Check it out.
Oh,
Microphone check. Are you in there? Let's try again.
Test.
Yes. All right, cool. All right, so it's 8:56. Rene LaVice in the studio. Just going to wrap it up the next little bit. Then we're going to do a little meet and greet, and then he's going to take it through till 10 o'clock, so stick around. Track in the background. Something brand new by LSB. Sade remix, Ordinary Love. Sending those out to my fam. Locked in, 7th floor. I'm my Aunt Grace. Yes. All kinds of microphones being moved around in the studio. It's like a night at Down One.
Let me get the good one, man. I gotta assume my voice right.
Of course, man. Anyhow, I got one more coming up for myself. Completely the opposite vibe as this one. Sorry, Sarah. I know you're feeling it. So hold tight. Rene LaVice coming up soon.
What
Yo, this is Dynamite MC. When I'm in town, I'm hanging out with Mr. Brown on Prophecy FM 89.5, bringing the vibe, bringing the heat. That's what we do. Yeah. Bullet.
I want you to love me like my heart right.
Yes.
Thinking of me, doing what you like.
Yeah, this one off on some dubstep.
So boy, forget about the world.
Butch Brothers.
It's gonna be me and you tonight.
As I get the judgmental finger. Can't help it, man. These guys are my boys. Gotta play this one. Brand new sounds of Brooks Brothers. This one's not coming out, but check it out. I'd just like to add that the person with the judgmental finger is nodding his head right now. And I'm not turning his microphone off because I'm controlling what's going on. All right, go ahead.
Oh, no, you had your say. You know, do your thing. That's fine.
All right, cool.
I want you to love me like my heart right. Thinking of me, doing what you like. So boy, forget about the world, 'cause it's gonna be me and you tonight. I wanna make a bad point, then I'ma make you swallow your pride. Oh, want you to make me feel, want you to make me feel like I'm the only guy.
Prophecy, Jungle Drum and Bass live on 89.5 CIUT.
Yes. Time now is 9:02. You're locked in the Prophecy. Special guest mix inside. Rennie LeVice. What's going on, man?
Yo.
Wicked. We got you in a little bit quicker than expected, so I'm glad you're able to make it out.
Yeah, man. It's cold outside.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I could brave it out there. You know?
It's like cold and very rainy.
It happened so quick, too, man. It was like good weather, you know, and then just switched on.
No warning whatsoever.
No warning.
Right on, man. So, yeah, let's see. I heard about you from Gremlins, actually, quite a long time ago, actually. What's your...
Well, yeah, we linked up a while back. We were kind of hanging out at school at OCAD, and then we would hear some of my beats, and we were sharing beats and stuff like that. And then the opportunity to do this remix came up, and so we just went to his house and kind of like played with some ideas and stuff, and ended up doing that thing. And then since then, that did pretty well. It was pretty well received by the label, and then got some DJ play and stuff like that. And then since then, we just kept working on beats and things like that.
Nice one.
Helping each other on their solo stuff. And then, just kind of branched out from there. We're still working together today, so.
Right on.
You know.
Cool. We were actually supposed to be playing a gig sometime soon, but didn't happen. Nocturne?
Nocturne. Yeah, something happened.
What his name is? Friday night or something.
Are you talking about me? Like,
both of us were supposed to play at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think the club got double booked. It's too bad about that one. I was looking forward to that one, but yeah, it wasn't on the promoter's end. I know that. It was just something with the scheduling, and you know, it's gonna happen again in the near future.
Right on. I saw some other things that are going on. What have you got coming up on the DJ front?
Bunch of things going on. I think the first thing that everybody should check out is Monday night. There's going to be I'm going to be playing at this event called Amplify. Right. It's at 120 Church Street, and it's going to be my friend Dave's birthday party. So come down, show some love for Dave Frequency, MC Frequency.
Wicked.
And it should be a good night, man. They got a good system in there. It's a good vibe. Cheap drinks, you know. I'm going to be laying down the set, so come check it out.
Wicked. Why don't you tell everybody about the last thing you got that you got out? I saw it on Beatport, I believe. You just sent it to me.
Yeah, so I had a single, actually 2 tunes come out on this label called Rubik. It's now run out of the States. I think it was started by Cubics back in the day, right?
Cubics, okay.
And then it sort of got signed over to this guy, John Methodist and Calculon. You might know him as Nikolai, I'm not sure, but no, okay. I'm sure you'll meet. We'll have him down or something,
good,
you know.
Man.
Yeah, those guys, I was just sending out beats. It was actually happened through Sinistar from the States.
Yep.
He's been getting some attention because he had this release on Metalheads recently, an EP, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that got a lot of love. It was he's bringing this whole new style that's just like, you know, 909's really like Detroit. Yeah. He's from Detroit, right? So it's really Detroit techno inspired.
Definitely.
And he's just bringing those influences in and doing his own thing with it. And, you know, like all new things, it's kind of being well received by some and kind of hated on by other people. But hey, I like that, right?
That's jungle for you, man.
It's got a dialogue to it, right? So I sent those beats to him actually, initially, and he was just to check out, you know. He ended up sending them around to, you know, his boys there at Rubik, who I wasn't actually connected with at the time. And they just loved them, and they were like, "Yeah, let's do this. Let's do a release." And that came out. So that was actually for Just Words and Spile.
Right.
Those were the 2 tunes. And so, you know, I don't know. Spile's kind of a deeper tune. It's kind of like, I guess it would be the B side of the tune out of the 2.
That's what I'm feeling, actually.
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of people would say it's more of a double A side. You know, it's just both tunes are kind of. They both work on the dance floor, but they've got that emotional connection as well. You know, I always try to really put a lot into it from that front. So I'm just happy that it worked out that way. You know,
nice one.
A lot of these tunes that are doing well right now, I didn't expect them to be, you know, dance floor smashers or whatever. I was just, you know, making them late at night. You know, I had thinking about some things and kind of getting it off my chest, and then next morning you kind of wake up and you're like, oh, it's
you got something going there.
Yeah. Kind of show it to some people, and before you know it, it works. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm certainly feeling the sound. A lot of people are too. So for those of you who are looking to check them out, that Monday night is coming up real soon, actually.
That's tomorrow night, yeah.
That's tomorrow night.
The 3rd of October, you know, come down to Club 120. It might be a little hard to find if you haven't been there. You just go Queen Street, you hit Church, take a right, and it's right around the corner.
Right on.
And it's going to be Dave Frequency's birthday, you know, wish him well.
Of course.
Come down, see my set, see a bunch of other guys. The flyer's online on Facebook. If you want to add me on Facebook as Rene LeVice, I can link you the details there, or add me on Twitter, Rene LeVice.
Perfect.
Pretty easy.
Nice one. All right, so what have you got coming up in the future? Any collaborations you're working on?
Oh, man, yeah, some collaborations for sure. This is a bunch, man. I hope I don't forget some, but one I'm excited about particularly is been working on a tune with this guy, DJ Trex from the UK, who's done some pretty wicked tunes, man. Just like really kind of grimy, breakbeaty stuff on, he had a tune on Ingredients recently.
Okay.
Called, I'm not going to forget the tune now, right now. I can't remember the name of it.
It's all good.
It's on Ingredients. It's by DJ Trex. It's wicked. Just check it out. So anyway, I heard that tune. I kind of talked to him through John Rolodex because he was kind of dealing with him on some things.
Right.
And he did a remix actually for one of John's tunes, which is going to be coming out on Machinist in the near future.
Nice.
Which we can talk about later, actually.
Right on.
But yeah, he did that, and we just kind of started chatting on AIM because of all that kind of stuff, and we were just still feeling the same kind of music and just trading little, like, you know, project files and stuff, saying, what do you think of this, what do you think of that?
Right.
And then sure, I just sent him this little intro that I did one night, and he was just like, yeah, this is a cool vibe, you know. I didn't have a full tune there yet, but so he's just getting back from vacation. He hasn't had a chance to really work on it, but right before I left, I kind of sent him that, so he's probably going to get going on that, and we'll see, you know.
Nice.
Maybe get something going there, and you know, maybe it'll be a Machinist release, maybe it'll be something else.
Right on.
You know,
now you've got stuff out on Machinist as well, right?
Yeah. Currently, there's a bunch of stuff signed, and the situation with Machinist is that we had our one release, and it did pretty well, but we want to take it in. We want to kind of change direction a little bit. We want to get our website up. We want to get some different distribution things set up, so that we can just reach a broader audience, because right now we kind of had our one avenue and it wasn't really working out with the distributor we had, so we're kind of switching things up, trying some new methods, trying to get with the 2011 digital thing, get out there properly. So we got to get that website together. It's almost there. It's looking pretty good, and we've got a lot of music that's we're starting to put together. We're going to be putting out a bunch of EPs, maybe some singles as well. We really like doing the EP thing because it kind of gives you the most bang for your buck. And we like to kind of tell a bit of a story with the releases too, as opposed to just kind of flicking things out there because we think they're going to sell or whatever. It's a label that's got, it's a cool project, because it's got a real theme to it, and a real kind of like goal behind what we're trying to accomplish. And that's, to kind of fuse a lot of the old sounds that really inspired us when we were first getting into drum and bass, like a lot of the kind of tech step and stuff before then from like, sort of like the Prototype years and that kind of stuff. Fusing those sounds, which, by today's standards, just don't hold up on a club system. Some of them, some of them.
No, but definitely
tunes like Cut Slow, you can still play that. That's an amazing track.
There's a lot of them, but
there's loads. I should take that back. There's loads of tunes you can still play, right?
But still, I know what you're saying. Some of them
just updating it, bringing in the new influences from wherever it may be, dubstep, from other genres, from techno, from just current things, and just fusing that back in. Yeah, not to downplay the stuff that's already there from the past, but just seeing what we can create moving forward.
No, well, definitely.
That's more what it is.
I know a lot of. Sorry.
Yeah.
Please.
No,
I was going to say a lot of that old stuff, older stuff, those classics. When you're playing them, you're mixing them over some of the new stuff. It's perfect. You know what I mean? Because you've got that old vibe, but it's mixed in with something new, and so whenever anyone re-rubs those old tunes and just gives them a little bit more polish.
For sure, man.
It's wicked.
A little bit more punch, a little bit more bass.
Absolutely.
Something more on the sub end.
Right.
But it's a really exciting project. It's fun to be a part of, and it's fun to see where it's growing into and where it'll go.
Nice.
So we've got a bunch of new artists that we're looking to put music out of. We've got music ourselves that we've been kind of developing over the course of. We got a pretty big release that we've been building up for a while. That, I'm not going to talk about yet, but we'll get to that.
Of course.
Maybe on a future interview.
No problem.
But just tease in there.
Of course. That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
So how long have you been DJing?
Man, I guess I really, really got into it. When I first got Dex was like, I think I was in 2005, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was really into like scratching, and like I was into hip hop and like turntables and like beat juggling and scratching and stuff like that. So needless to say, I had a lot of trouble recording this mix right now because my turntables are so battered from
really?
like scratching up the tone arms and the needles and everything.
Do you ever fuse any of that into your sets now?
It's it might kind of start trickling in a little bit,
Right.
but you know, I've just been trying to keep it simple because when I mix, it's more about selection for me.
Right.
Like I'm a producer first at the moment because you know it's hard to get out there and DJ when you know you may not have been around for very long. You don't have much to your name yet, so I've been sort of focusing on production at the moment, and that's kind of leading it back into full circle back into DJing. And I'm excited about that because I get to showcase the productions that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And kind of tell a story with it. Where do I want to take people? What do I want to say with it? And I can kind of sculpt that for people, But yeah, the scratching thing that might kind of trickle back in, I still love it. I still scratch in my free time, which is, there's a little of it now, but when I have a chance, I'll kind of like, doodle some scratches, But the other thing too is like when you're just freestyling and you're beat juggling and stuff, you can kind of be messy and you can kind of play around. I still like, being messy and playing around, but when I'm DJing an event, I kind of want to keep it a bit more danceable.
Of course, you don't want to interrupt the flow while you're
exactly. I don't want to just be out there like showing off,
scratching with your toes.
Some dudes can do that and like they pull it off great. Like I know Capital J's got some skills. Like he's an entertainer, man. Like when I go to his shows, like I don't even really play jump up, but I have a great time.
Oh yeah, I agree. I always said that about Jay. Whether you like the music or not that he plays, he puts on a show.
He's a great performer, man.
Definitely,
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, cool. Well, we're going to let your mix roll out here. People want to get into contact with you. They want to book you. They want to chat with you. What's the details?
Yeah, I mean, the easiest thing to do would be just add me on Facebook as Rene LaVice, 2 words, or email renelevice@gmail.com. Bookings, whatever, contact. Other than that, follow me on Twitter as Rene LaVice. What other things? MySpace is debunked, I guess, right? I got a SoundCloud. You can check that out. Although my time's maxed out on it.
Oh, is it?
Somehow. Yeah, so I got to get an account or something. Extend that out. So.
Right on. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, time now is 9:16. We got sounds of Rene LaVice in the background. He's going to take you straight through till 10 o'clock. So if there's anything else they want to say?
Yeah, just come out Monday, Club 120. Dave Frequency's birthday. I'll be there spinning. Come check it out,
All right, tomorrow night, it's all going down. Rene LaVice and MC Frequency's birthday. So yeah, for more information on that, I'm sure you can go to torontojournal.com on the event section or hit up Facebook. And if you don't have any of that, drop me an email, DJ_Mr. Brown at hotmail.com, and I will point you in the right direction. Wicked. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming out.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having me.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
silence. Attack the central nervous system like a virus. Contagious, spreading like Chinese whispers. Cleansing the palate cause we're fresh like citrus. We're getting deep into percussion. Concrete beats that leave your head hot with concussion. Bass burns your rib cage like rays that are solar. Feel the weight pushing down on your shoulder. Re-energize your system with beats like these. Re-energize your system with beats like these. Another killer, BT Kitten Optic. Focus alongside, provide lyrical content. The underground standard we represent. Re-energize your system with beats like these. 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 Reconnect the rhythm to the stylus. Attack the central nervous system like a virus. Contagious, spreading like Chinese whispers. Cleansing the palate cause we're fresh like citrus. We're getting deep into percussion. Concrete beats that leave your head hot with concussion. Bass burns your rib cage like rays that are solar. Feel the weight pushing down on your shoulder.
slow.
Okay, it's 9:52. Sounds of radio voice in the background. Gonna take you straight through till 10 o'clock. I'm not sure who's gonna be coming in next week. I think it's actually the Prime Rib gonna be coming in. So hold tight for that. I'm Mr. Brown. Again, Sounds of Renee Device. You can catch him tomorrow night. Frequency's birthday. Hit me up. Drop me an email. I'll give you the details on that one. So that's it for now. Take care.
I'll be the real one. Slow.
Detroit.